Hello, welcome to create your first process map using the Triaster Process Library SaaS software. Today, I will explain what a process is, the benefits of using the Noun-Verb method, and how to create a process map using the Triaster Process Library SaaS software. First, let's understand the definition of a process. Everything we do is a process, from brewing a pot of coffee to hiring a new employee. A process is a set of interrelated activities that transforms inputs into outputs. Inputs and outputs are things you use and produce, often described as nouns. Activities are actions, things you do to convert an input into an output, and are described using verbs. So, when we align the nouns to inputs and outputs, and the verb to the activity, we have a noun-verb mapping method. The only other thing to highlight is that inputs and outputs are also called deliverables. The terminology is interchangeable. There are many benefits to using the noun-verb method. First and foremost, it is simple to understand. Everyone knows what nouns and verbs are, and since it is easy to understand, the process maps can be read and understood by a wide, non-specialist audience. The noun-verb method gives the business an understanding of the value or the return on investment from performing the activity by displaying the output. For example, by performing an activity, I am producing something like a report, a quote, or a job description. In simple terms, if you cannot describe what you are producing by performing the activity, the question begs, why are you doing it? Once you know what you are producing, you can begin to understand whether the output deliverable is being used elsewhere in the organization as an input to another process. By doing this, you begin to build a picture of end-to-end processes. Finally, if your deliverable is not being used by another process internally or externally, you have identified waste and are on your way to improving your processes. Now let's get started creating our first process map. Select the Administration button on the top right hand of the screen. To create a draft process map, click on the Add Map menu item in the Library Content section of the menu on the left. This will create a draft map. Type the name of the process you would like to map in the name field. The Change Description field will be populated with initial draft, and you can edit this text or leave it. Click Add. We now see a blank process map called Advertise a Vacant Position. The toolbox on the left contains the shapes that you can use to build your process map. Today, we are going to use only deliverable shapes and activity shapes. Begin creating your diagram by dragging your deliverable, the blue shape, from the Editor toolbox onto the page. Once you are happy with its position, release your mouse. Double-click on your deliverable. This will highlight the text and make it editable. Type vacancy and click away from the shape. Next, drag an activity shape from the toolbox onto the page, double-clicking on the text to add the name of the activity. Type in Create Job Description. Remember, an activity is something you do, so it should be described using a verb. Then, ask yourself, what does this activity produce? Drag over the next deliverable to the right of the activity and call it Job Description. You are starting to build the flow from left to right. A vacancy triggers the activity of creating a job description. The activity creating a job description produces the deliverable job description. Once a job description is produced, we need advertise the vacancy, so we will drag an activity to the right of the job description and type in Post Job Description on the website. Do you see I misspelled a word? No problem, simply click on the text and correct it. Finally, drop the final deliverable to the right of that activity and name it Job Posted on Website with the word live in brackets. So now we need to connect our shapes from left to right. Connect to shapes by hovering your mouse over a shape. Green circles will appear. Move your mouse over the circle closest to the shape you are connecting to. The best advice is to select the center circle. Once you are over the center circle, click on the circle and drag it towards your shape. This will form an arrow known as a connector. Do this for the remaining shapes. Remember to connect from the right of one shape to the left of the next shape, so that the arrows point to the right, showing directional flow. Congratulations, you have created your first process map. To view it from your library homepage, the area seen here, you will need to move the map from draft status to approved status. To approve the process map, select all maps from the library content menu. Click the arrow next to advertise a vacant position. Then, right-click the three dots to the right of the map and select Lock for approval from the menu. Now you can see that the map is awaiting approval. Right-click the three dots again to the right of the process map and select Approve from the menu. Another prompt appears asking you to approve or reject the process map. Select Approve. The map's status changes to Approved, and the map is now live and available to other users with access to your process library. Therefore, the map can now be seen from the homepage too. Thank you for watching the video. Take a look at our other training videos on our website, optiworks.co.uk. At OptiWorks Solutions, we are passionate about processes. Our services cover in-person or online process mapping training, running process discovery workshops to help unearth existing processes or discover new processes in your business, implementing a process-based business management system, and helping with process improvement. Just give us a call or send an email. We look forward to speaking with you.